Morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, and I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Here is little Judith. You haven't seen her in quite a long time. I got her changed this morning out of an outfit that she has been wearing sometime in February or January. I'm not sure which, but she has not been changed in quite a long time. But she's wearing a mixed outfit, portions of pieces that were gifted to me. The little shirt came from Miss Serenity Smith, and the little pants is part of an outfit that came from Myra's Little Bugs. So yeah, I thought the colors complemented each other really nicely, and I didn't want to wear that other shirt with her because I had just had that on her, I think, before I took her out of that and stuck her in the outfit that she's been in since January or February, one of the two. So I thought I would mix it up a little bit. Right, Judith? Yeah, she gets to come with Mama today. She's excited. So, wondered how you guys had your weekend. What'd you do? We went back to the campground and spent some time, which was really nice to unwind. Kind of a little bit of a reward from our working on the house and trying to do, get things settled there. And then on Saturday, we had a graduation party to go to, and then did something I hadn't done in, I think we calculated 11 years, and that was we went to a bar to see a band. Now, I see bands, semi-frequently, but not normally at bars. A lot of times I go to an arena to see different bands. But this was a local band that my husband and I really like, and they were at the fair that we go to in August, and they decided to come to this local bar, which was probably about 5 minutes from our house. And they've been there before, and we've always said we were going to go. Like, almost every time they're around, we say we're going to go. And then something comes up, or we just don't feel like it, or we're tired or something. So this time we said we're going. Okay? Now, bands and bars a lot of times don't start until 10 p.m. So, we thought we'd try to attempt to take like a nap or something beforehand, so we can, we can hang pretty late. I mean, I used to be able to stay up really late when I was in school, and nowadays I feel like I can't do that as well. Or I seem to get tired, earlier in the evening. But, that's just kind of the way things happen, I think, naturally as we get older. But my husband, of course, I don't know about you ladies, but does your men fall asleep and as soon as their head hits the pillow? Because mine does, and it drives me crazy because I'm so jealous of that. I'm like, why can't I fall asleep that fast? It takes me like a half hour to fall asleep. So by the time you fall asleep, it's time to get up. So we were laying on our lounge chairs back at the campground, and I was snapping a few pictures and posting them on Instagram, and just saying, yep, ladies, I'm still loafing around here, because I was trying to fall asleep so I could go to this bar and stay up late. Well, I ended up catching a few Z's, very few, because Goldie came and interrupted my slumber. I don't even remember what she asked me. She was with a friend at our campground, and she came up to me and woke me up and asked me something, and I was just like, I don't even know what she said. I think I just agreed to it. I was like, oh, whatever. She might have asked if she could jump off the side of the mountain. I don't know. I was just like, I don't care. Leave me alone. But anyway, so we went to this bar, and the music was fabulous. The dance floor was really filled up later in the night. Like early on, I think people weren't drunk enough yet. You see, like when I used to go to the bars all the time, the dance floor was always full. I mean, of course it gets fuller and later in the evening, because those people that do feel a little less confident in themselves have to get drunk before they dance. But the people that just love to dance, like myself, we're out there early on, And I got drug out to the dance floor by some friends. We ended up meeting up there. Didn't know they were going, really, for sure. They just, sort of surprised they were there. But, it was just... I look around the room, and as the night progresses, and I'm like, wow. I said, nothing really has changed in the way, the whole bar scene is. It's like it's still the same as I remember. But I've changed. I've changed quite a bit. I mean, I was always a person that never got myself drunk to the point that I didn't know what I was doing. Okay? I've gotten drunk before, yeah. But I've always, and at bars especially, if I was with girls or whatever, I always cut myself off at a certain point. I wouldn't allow myself to have more than 3 or 4 when I was out dancing and stuff. Because, a lot of times you might meet somebody and then you make stupid decisions that you wish you had the next morning. So, I lived and learned, I guess, through that, and I still to this day do that. So I had a couple drinks, and then that was the end of it. But the difference between then and now, I will share with you, is that I acted like I was tipsy. And maybe I was to some degree, but I was still cognitive, can't say that word, to what I was doing. So, you kind of have to play the part in a way. When you're younger, you just do that. A lot of people do that. And, but last night, of course, or the other night, of course, I did not do that at all. Because I didn't have any reason to. There was no, ultimate goal to snag a guy, or there was no ultimate goal to look silly out on the dance floor, or flaunt my body, or anything like that. There's nothing like that, like it was in my 20s. So there I was, and I'm dancing, and I'm watching, and I didn't dance the whole time, because man, it was hot. I swear they had the heat on in there. But, I sat down a few times and observed people, and the way people acted, and I was seeing people much older than me act the same way that I did when I was younger. And, I don't know, it was weird. It was weird to see them act like that. I think I've grown up, guys. No, I don't know. I was extremely tired that night too, and one of the friends I was with, she was like, oh, I'm ready to go home. And her husband and my husband were having a blast. Now, they didn't get drunk or anything. They had a buzz going on, and they hadn't seen each other in months. So they were having a good time, and it was kind of like we suffered through the night because we were tired. So the guys could have some fun. And it was great. I was glad that my husband had a good time. I had a good time until I started getting tired. But seriously, I just, looking at the way people act when they get drunk and all that, I'm like, wow. I said, I am so over this. I I just don't have the desire to do that stuff anymore. Like, you know, I was a barfly back when I was, you know, in my early 20s, and now that I'm in my early 40s, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. There was no appeal whatsoever about doing any of that. The dancing was fun, and I even felt awkward doing that too, and I don't know why. I'm not normally a person that gets embarrassed, but I think the whole thing, I just felt out of place. I felt, you know, just all out of sorts. And plus I was tired too, because I did not get my nap. So, not saying I won't try it again, because I'm not a believer of the first time you've done something to just up and quit. Oh no, I go back for more. But you know, I don't know. I don't see myself getting into that silly mode of, you know, doing the stuff I did when I was younger. And I think that's just me. I just think that that's how I've matured over the years, and I can't go backwards now to that. But oh my gosh, there were some girls there, man. They were having a blast. They were dancing their hearts out. And I saw on Facebook the next morning, some of them ladies, man, my back hurts, my neck hurts, my knees hurt. I was like, I bet. I watched you out there. She was crazy. Oh my goodness. It was her birthday though, and she was having a ball. And that was okay. But yeah, anyway, that was sort of the highlight. It was the highlight and downfall of my weekend. It was sort of like, I really enjoyed the observations, but like being there and the whole experience, it was sort of like, I'd have been just as content to sit around the table and have drinks and have conversations than be submerged into that environment. Because, you know, it just isn't my thing anymore. But oh, the band was great. The band was great. In fact, they're going to play at another location this Friday, and we might go see them again, because it is awesome to go see them. But I don't know. We'll see. We have other things we got going on too. I'm still going to be working on my house for eternity, I feel like. But we're getting there. I think we have our one room planned to be done this week. So hopefully, if I'm able to, and it's cleaned out and stuff enough, I can give you guys a walkthrough maybe and show you the room if it gets done. We've decided to enlist some help from a friend that we're giving him some money to help us finish up some of the rooms and projects that we have going on in the house. So that's why I'm fairly confident this week is going to be the week it gets done. That's the deadline we kind of set for ourselves and asked our friend to kind of go by too. But you know, sometimes things come up, and unavoidable things, and that's just the way it goes, you know. So we're hopeful, provided nothing else comes up that will tear us away. We should get it done this week. So I'm excited. I'm super excited, because then we're going to move into that room and tear down another room. So it's a vicious cycle. We're trying to upgrade our house, because we are going to put our house on the market, regardless of whether we leave the area or not. Well, we're definitely leaving the area. If we stay in Pennsylvania, we will be moving closer to our jobs. But if we don't stay in Pennsylvania, obviously we will be packing up and heading south. That's what I'll tell you. We're heading south. So that's what's going on there. Goldie had a friend over on, is that Friday night or Saturday night? Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. And it was a friend that she has had forever. I think she met her in kindergarten. Or even preschool. Might have been preschool. And they had a little bit of a rough patch this year. Which, you know, girls, they get into fights. So they had a little bit of a downfall, but they are back being, you know, good buddies again. And they had a great time. They were hanging out the pond at the campground while my husband and I were trying to, well, he was sleeping, I was trying to sleep. But we had a meal back there, and we didn't stay. We rarely stay in our camper. That bed is like sleeping on a rock to me. It's very uncomfortable. So I don't sleep at the campground very often. If we had a comfortable bed, oh yeah, I would just stay, but the campground is like 10 minutes from my house, so it's not a big deal to travel back and forth. And it's lovely to have the living room area, the kitchen, and the bathroom. Bedroom I could do without. But when we go to our fair that we go to in August, then we do stay. And I put like a zillion blankets and stuff on that mattress to make it more comfortable. We've got like those foam things that you stick on the mattress and everything. And it ends up working out pretty well. But a lot of times there's days we have to come home and sleep in my own bed because it's like, man, this is uncomfortable. We remember those days all too well. I gotta move my position here quick. Oop, there goes the light. There goes the light, Judith. She's so cute. I'm thinking about changing her eyes, but I don't know. I feel like if I do that, it's going to completely change the look of her. And I love that sweet little look on her face and everything. And Myra did an awesome job on her eyelashes. They look so pretty. Say, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I have another pair of eyes that I thought about trying on her, but I don't know. I just don't know if I want to go there or not with her. I suppose I could put those back in if I don't like them, but getting me to do things with dolls is sort of a challenge in itself. I don't like taking them apart and all that stuff. I don't mind putting them together initially, like when somebody paints a kit for me, and then I weight it the way I like and everything, and then, you know, and sometimes if I forget something, like say I forget, if I decided to put a scent wafer in and I forget to put it in, I won't take the doll apart just to put that in there. I'm not, yeah, it's like I don't want to waste the zip ties and all that stuff. Say, we'll just go without, right? Or I'll stick in the diaper if I really want the scent. But of course, if it's a major thing, then I don't have much of a choice, but... Right, Judith? Yeah. So, my boss is away this week. So we're hoping to get some things done. And I don't mean that like when she goes away we don't get stuff. Or when she's around we don't get stuff done. We get more done when she's not there because she, how do I say this? I don't want it to sound mean because it's not meant to be mean, but she's one of those people that like to be very involved in our work and, you know, what we're doing. She's a bit of a micromanager, but she's like a better micromanager than most of the ones I've ever met. Some of them are just really hard to work with, and you really have to know how to deal with micromanagers, because they're not real fun to work for. But my boss is. It's weird. It's like she's a micromanager, but yet she's got this really sweet personality, and it almost doesn't go together, but it does. It melts together really nicely. But anyway, when she's around, because she like always likes to know what we're doing and be involved and all that stuff, we end up getting less done because, you know, you kind of have to stop what you're doing and talk to her about things, or run things by her sometimes because she wants to make decisions, or you know sometimes you pick your battles, you know, with a micromanager. You only fight for the things that you truly feel are necessary, because the other stuff is really petty and you just don't worry about it. So anyway, when she's not around, we don't have that. We don't have those interruptions and stuff like that. So we get things done. So she's gonna be gone all week. So I imagine we're gonna be very productive. And it'll be good. But I don't know, we'll see. Sometimes we think we're going to be productive and the opposite ends up happening. You know, the cat's away and the mice play kind of thing. But anyway. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, wonderful day, or night, wherever you are. And yeah, hopefully I'll be back again for some more chatting or something of that nature. But I'd love to hear your bar stories if you've been to one and you haven't been to one in a long time. Maybe you go still all the time. I know people that still go every weekend. They go to the bar like I did when I was in my 20s. And I don't know, like some people, they just, that's what they do. That's what they do for fun. They enjoy it. And that's awesome if you have something you enjoy. You know? Doesn't matter what other people think about it, as long as you enjoy it and you have fun and you stay safe and whatever. Well, more power to you, right? Right, Judith? Yeah, see, we play with dollies, don't we? Yes, we do. Alright, everyone, I'm going to head out, and hopefully, like I said, I will come back again for another video. And sorry, this was really long. I feel like I haven't talked to you all in a long time, and I really haven't. I usually do a little bit more videos than I've been doing lately. But so hopefully, when I come back again, I won't be so winded. But anyway, have a wonderful one, and I will hopefully see you soon. Take care, everyone, and thank you so much for being a subscriber. And come on back for some more. Alright guys, see you later. Bye-bye.